Welcome to Victor K Inspirations, where you think better so that you can live better. Clara had been in a relationship with Clinton for 5 years. Throughout those years, they enjoyed intimacy, and Clara had multiple abortions because she believed they would eventually get married. She kept sacrificing, hoping that one day Clinton would make her his wife. After 5 years, Clara finally gathered the courage to ask Clinton the question she should have asked from the very beginning. Clinton, where is this relationship heading? When are we getting married? His response was devastating. I'm sorry, Clara. I can't marry you. I never promised you marriage. Besides, after everything that has happened between us, the abortions and all, I don't think I can marry you. In that moment, everything she had hoped for came crashing down. 5 years of emotional investment, intimacy, sacrifices, and multiple abortions, all built on an assumption, not on a commitment. Ironically, the very abortions Clinton now used as part of his reason for rejecting her were abortions he had encouraged and benefited from. Tragically, those repeated abortions had also severely damaged Clara's womb, leaving her with painful physical and emotional scars. On the other hand, there was Hope, a sister in one of the popular Christian fellowships on campus. Hope admired Paul because of his godly character and Christian virtues. As her admiration grew into love, she expressed it through acts of kindness, checking up on him, giving him food, encouraging him, praying for him, and always being there whenever he needed support. Unknown to Paul, Hope had convinced herself that these moments were gradually leading to marriage. She interpreted his kindness, respect, and appreciation as signs that he also desired a future with her. Because of this hope, she rejected other suitors, believing that one day Paul would propose. 7 years later, her dreams came crashing down. She eventually discovered that Paul had never intended to marry her or anyone else. He had completely surrendered his life to the service of God and had chosen to remain celibate. Throughout those 7 years, Paul had only seen Hope as a beloved sister in Christ. Marriage was never part of his plan. Hope was devastated. She had spent 7 years waiting for a proposal that was never coming, rejecting genuine opportunities because she was holding on to a future that existed only in her imagination. Although Clara's story was different from Hope's, they both made the same mistake. Neither relationship was defined from the beginning. There was no mutual understanding. There was no clear agreement that the relationship was leading to marriage. One person was operating on hope, while the other was simply living life without making such a commitment. Unfortunately, this is the reality for many people today. One of the greatest tragedies of this generation is relationships without purpose. Almost everyone seems to be in a relationship they hope will eventually lead to marriage. Even within the Christian community, many things happen under the guise of brotherly love and sisterly care. Unfortunately, many people have invested years of their lives, their emotions, their bodies, and even their futures into relationships that were never defined from the beginning. Some continue in relationships despite obvious signs that there is no future. They believe that more sacrifices, more patience, more prayers, more intimacy, more gifts, or more years will eventually change the other person's mind. But assumptions do not build marriages. Sacrifices cannot replace commitment. Time does not automatically create purpose. Love by itself is not enough. A purposeful relationship is one whose purpose is known from the very beginning and clearly understood by both people. It is built on mutual agreement, honest communication, and shared expectations, not on imagination, silent expectations, wishful thinking, or emotional assumptions. This is not an encouragement to become suspicious of everyone. Rather, it is a reminder that wisdom should guide your emotions. If your relationship is intended to lead to marriage, both of you should know it. If only one person knows where the relationship is supposedly heading, then the relationship has no defined direction. This is also why brotherly love and sisterly love should never be misunderstood. Kindness is not necessarily attraction. Care is not necessarily a marriage proposal. Service is not necessarily a promise of a future together. Until intentions are clearly communicated and mutually agreed upon, assumptions are dangerous. Before you invest your emotions, your time, or your future in any relationship, ask the difficult questions. Define the relationship. Know where both of you stand. Never assume commitment where none has been expressed, because it is far better to be disappointed by the truth today than to be devastated by false hope years later. Thank you so much for watching. If this message has inspired or challenged you, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Victor K Inspirations and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another message that will help you think better so that you can live better. God bless you.